In short, we got a real fucking beating.
The column didn't even make it. They tore it apart with artillery, and mortars.
Ukrainian forces have carried out a precision airstrike against Russian drone operator positions, using US-supplied GBU-39 small-diameter bombs to hit a concentration of enemy personnel and equipment. According to military sources, the strike destroyed multiple positions used to control and coordinate Russian unmanned aerial operations. The use of GBU-39 munitions highlights Ukraine's growing ability to conduct accurate standoff strikes against high-value targets near the front line. Designed for precision and reduced collateral damage, the bomb allows Ukrainian aircraft to engage targets from safer distances while maintaining high accuracy, a critical advantage against Russia's layered air defenses. Russian drone teams have become a key component of Moscow's battlefield tactics, directing artillery fire, conducting reconnaissance, and launching strike drones against Ukrainian positions. Targeting these operators directly degrades Russia's ability to detect movements, adjust fire, and sustain pressure along contested sectors of the front. This strike reflects a broader Ukrainian strategy of hunting command nodes, drone crews, and electronic warfare assets rather than focusing solely on frontline infantry. By disrupting the systems that enable Russian firepower, Ukrainian forces aim to slow assaults, reduce losses, and regain tactical initiative. As drone warfare continues to define the conflict, precision strikes against operators and control hubs are becoming as important as traditional battles over territory, shaping the fight in Ukraine's airspace just above the battlefield. A Russian occupier from the 121st Regiment complains their column was wiped out near Kupiansk. Didn't even make it. Artillery and mortars did the job. No evacuation, nowhere to hide.
In short, we got a real fucking beating.
The column didn't even make it. They tore it apart with artillery, and mortars.
The vehicles were hit. Everyone's crawled out, damn it. The cassette really fucked up. I destroyed that watering can. They brought it in a small bundle.
Anyway, what a shame. And it really tripped us up, the fucking bitch. They're fucking pounding us with artillery, for fuck's sake. We can't get through on foot, we can't drive through. But anyway, everything's okay, all good.
Ukraine's military hit Russian air defense assets in occupied Crimea, targeting a Nebo-U radar near Yevpatoria and a Pantsir-S 1 system near Khutorok, the General Staff reported. Ukrainian forces also struck a drone storage site near Donetsk. Damage is being assessed. Another set of combat footage reported by Robert Madyar shows Russian occupiers being destroyed by Ukraine's unmanned systems forces, likely in eastern Ukraine. The video adds to a growing body of visual evidence demonstrating how central drones and robotic platforms have become to modern combat along the front. Ukraine's unmanned units now operate across multiple layers of the battlefield, using FPV strike drones, reconnaissance UAVs, and remote systems to hunt Russian infantry, vehicles, and command positions. These systems allow Ukrainian forces to engage targets with precision while minimizing exposure of their own troops, a critical advantage in heavily contested sectors. According to Ukrainian military reporting, unmanned systems account for a significant share of daily Russian losses, particularly among assault groups advancing in small units. Drone operators track movement, guide artillery, and carry out direct strikes, often stopping attacks before they reach Ukrainian defensive lines. From an analytical perspective, this footage reflects a broader shift in the war's balance. Russia's reliance on manpower-heavy assaults is increasingly vulnerable to cheap, fast, and precise unmanned weapons. Each successful strike degrades not only personnel but also morale and operational tempo. More troubles for the Russian Shadow Fleet, and it's not just the US. Italian authorities have seized a cargo ship in Brindisi after discovering it had departed from Russian Black Sea waters and was carrying 33,000 tons of ferrous materials, Rai News reports. The ship, registered under the flag of a small Pacific island, was found to have falsified documents to hide a stop in the Russian port of Novorossiysk, which is under EU sanctions. The Guardia di Finanza and customs officials confirmed the vessel's route using satellite data and navigation records. The seizure was carried out under EU Regulation 833/2014, which enforces sanctions on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. And a story from Europe. Donald Trump's aggressive tactics over Greenland are causing consternation among his far-right allies in Europe. With European publics overwhelmingly against surrendering Greenland, leading European far-rightists have come out in opposition to Trump's plans. Bloomberg reports that Trump's designs have forced his ostensible allies to reconsider their support for him. Some may fear voters turning on them for their past support of Trump, much as Pierre Poilievre suffered in Canada in 2024. Alternative for Germany co-leader Alice Weidel says that Trump has acted no differently to Vladimir Putin in his actions in Venezuela and threats against Greenland. Trump has violated a fundamental campaign promise, namely not to interfere in other countries, she says. The other AfD co-chair, Tino Kruppala, has rejected Trump's Wild West methods. His opposition is particularly notable as he is considered to be pro-Russian within the AfD. National Rally leader Jordan Bardella has denounced the U.S. capture of Venezuela's President Maduro as a return to imperial ambitions and a world in which the law of the strongest trumps respect of international rules. He says that, by President Trump's own admission, the intervention paves the way for the economic interests of American oil companies and calls his threat to seize Greenland a direct challenge to the sovereignty of a European country. Milan Uric, leader of Slovakia's Republic Party, has also denounced Trump's actions as violating international law. Who has ever seen a commando from one country abduct the president of another? Where would we end up if international conflicts were resolved this way? Although the recently published U.S. National Security Strategy talks of supporting far-right forces to combat civilizational erasure in Europe, Trump's approach, particularly towards Greenland, is making it politically much harder for the far-right to ally with him. Far-right parties are likely to be worried that being on the wrong side of an anti-Trump wave, as happened to Canada's Pierre Poilievre, will severely damage their prospects. In Canada, Trump's threats led to a sudden Liberal revival and decisive victory in 2025. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney on Greenland. We are NATO partners with Denmark. Our full partnership and our obligations to Article 5 and Article 2 stand.
Greenland, the future of Greenland is a decision for Greenland and for the Kingdom of Denmark. We are NATO partners with Denmark, and so our full partnership stands. Our obligations on Article 5, Article 2 of NATO stand, and we stand full square behind those.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.